Hi, and it's Sofia and Steve, and today we're coming to you live from
Statue of Liberty!
in New York, just over this way here. Didn't pan that way. Hi, it's Sofia and Steve, and today we're coming live to you from
The Statue of Liberty!
in New York.
That's so cute. That's not very accurate.
Hello.
Hi! And welcome to Sofia and Steve!
And as our tradition dictates, we always count to 10 in the local language. So where are we now, Sophia? You count to 10 in the local language.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Hey, we're finally in America. So last time we saw you, we were in Madrid in Spain. Yeah. And then we flew, we got on a plane, and where did we fly to?
South America!
South America, which we'd never been to. None of us had been to South America. And that was pretty cool.
You haven't?
I'd never been there. Nope. So our first stop was a place called Salvador, and that's in Brazil. And then after Brazil, we went on a plane to Rio de Janeiro.
And then we went to like this famous
Famous beach called
Copacabana Beach.
Copacabana Beach.
Copacabana, Copacabana, Copacabana.
And that was nice. And we saw a lot of stuff when we were in Brazil, didn't we?
Yeah.
We went and saw...
So the Christ the Redeemer. And we took like a big train up this very steep mountain or
It was
something.
very, very steep. It was
Very-
almost scary, not quite.
Yeah,
a little
because
bit.
it was like so far down once we got up to the top, and then we had to climb up these steps, and
It was really cool. There was a lot of people up there, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It looked a bit like this. And then we went to these really colourful steps in Rio de Janeiro, and there was a lot of people there too. There was a lot of people everywhere.
yeah.
And finally, at the end of the day, we went to Sugarloaf Mountain. And how did we get up Sugarloaf Mountain?
We got up 2 chairlifts just to get up to the very top of Sugarloaf Mountain.
Like this, and it was really, really fun, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
There were big chairlifts, and the view up there was superb. We got on a bus and we went to a place called San Paulo, and they had lots and lots of music shops. Ty? Lots and lots of music shops, which were really nice. There's lots of homeless people there, weren't there?
Lots.
And graffiti everywhere.
And Daddy saw his very first graffiti church.
Yeah, it's the first time I've ever seen a church graffiti look like this. So from there, we took an overnight bus to a place called Foz do Iguaçia. And that's also in Brazil.
And
It's a very
do means
where the rivers unite. So
in Iguacia.
yeah, they unite in Iguacia. And the reason we went there is to see something that we really wanted to see.
Iguacia Falls.
And was it your favourite waterfall ever?
Kind of. But we got really wet because that day it was actually raining. We actually saw a rainbow in the Iguacia Falls.
We did, and it was lots and lots of mist coming off the waterfalls. So we got a bit wet, didn't we? And at the end of it, what did we do?
Yeah, we got a speedboat.
Went to the bottom of the falls?
Yeah, we went to the bottom of the falls.
And did Daphne like it?
Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah, she loved it. More, faster.
And and we got splashed and we turned around on the boat.
After we finished all of that, we got on a bus overnight and we went to Buenos Aires. And Buenos Aires was very interesting, but the bus itself was terrible, wasn't it? It was freezing cold.
And they had their lights on all night.
And it broke down and we had to change buses.
Yes.
But we still got there. And it went 24 hours to get there too.
Plus, they also had TVs, which was really loud. They didn't even turn it up.
No.
They didn't even turn it off.
But we got there in the end. And the first couple of days in Buenos Aires, we stayed down by the beachy river. We saw the presidential palace. It was, I think, they're called the Pink Palace. And then we changed hotels, or we changed to an apartment. Did you like the apartment?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it had 2 levels. And Mummy and Daddy slept upstairs and we slept downstairs. And there was also a very big balcony.
We went for nice walks to the park and it was cool, wasn't it?
And Mummy and Dad stayed at home. And then we went to go buy Mummy some birthday cake.
So after we finished with Buenos Aires, we got back on a plane, and where do we fly to?
We flew to Orlando, USA.
Yeah, we went via Panama, so we spent a couple of hours in Panama. So pick another country. And we got to Orlando, and it was finally warm again, wasn't it? It was nice
Very
and hot.
warm.
Because it was a bit cool in South America. And we bought a car, didn't we?
Yeah. And
We did
it was
so much
called-
in Florida.
Mhm.
Oh, what's the name of our car, sorry?
Its name's Cassie the car.
Cassie the car. And we did so much in Florida. Do you want to say what we did in Florida? What did we
We
do?
went to the Universal Movie World.
And that was cool. What was your favourite part of Movie World?
I liked at almost the end we saw the Minions, and also it had like this very big studio, and it had this 3D where the screen actually moved around, and real people, only 3 people acted out in it.
Yeah, it was kind of a combination of live action and screens. Then the next day we went on an airboat ride, which if you haven't seen an airboat, looks a bit like this.
And we saw these huge alligators, baby alligators,
So many of
crocodiles,
them.
panthers.
We even saw Australian animals, didn't we? What did you
Yeah.
see? Kookaburras?
Kookaburras, yeah, we saw kookaburras, we saw
Cockatoos?
cockatoos.
Yeah, so they had a whole lot of stuff there. Like a mini zoo at the end of that. But the airboat ride was really cool. You flew
Yeah,
along on the water. So after that was probably your favourite thing in Florida, wasn't it?
Yes.
What was that? It was actually Daphne's birthday present. Where do we go?
We went to Disneyland.
Disneyland! Which
And it looked a bit like this.
and this and this. And we went on rides and we walked around. We met Mickey Mouse. We saw processions,
And
parades.
we also saw them dancing, and we got to see new characters like Disney princesses,
It was-
princes.
A big full-on day. We spent
Yeah.
so many hours
And Dad
there.
was so happy, and she told Mummy, "Mummy, thank you."
It was really cool. But not only that, so after the birthday, another thing we did in Florida was went to the Kennedy Space Center. And what did we see there?
And that was the first rocket
Yeah.
that
Landed on the moon.
ever landed on the moon.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. They had a lot of stuff there. And we went and saw the biggest building in the world, wasn't it? Where they actually make the rocket ships. It was so tall. And that was a lot of fun. And then we drove to West Palm Beach, which is where Donald Trump lives when he's not in the White House. And then we drove down to Miami and we went to a manatee park. We didn't see any manatees, but what did we see?
We saw a turtle.
Yeah, in the ocean.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. But we had a lot of fun in Miami. We went swimming in the ocean,
And
swimming
also we
pool.
went in like a aquarium kind of thing.
Yeah.
We saw all these different types of fish.
And then we drove down to Key West, which is the very, 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 very bottom of Florida. And what did you like about the drive?
That there was these really long bridges, and we got to take photos of where the bridges were. And we saw this tree, and his name was John or something like that.
Yeah, in the middle of the bridge. And it was good because the bridges go from island to island to island. You just drive all the way as far as you can, and you're only 90 kilometres or 90 miles from Cuba.
I did lots.
Yes. After we finished with Key West, we drove back to Orlando and we got our real number plates. So then we could leave Florida because we had our car, we had our real number plates, and we went to a place called Savannah, which was nice, wasn't it? Where did we walk?
We walked to the river.
And we saw paddle boats and these really cool trees that only grow in Savannah.
Yeah, and they kind of made me a bit itchy because they're thin.
Look like
They've
this.
got like these kind of
Like
things
moss that hangs off them.
That makes them like tickle, tickle.
It looks
tickle,
like this.
tickle, tickle, tickle.
And we saw lots of animals there too. That's the first place we saw squirrels, wasn't it?
Yeah,
I think so.
and we saw squirrels.
Then we drove up to Virginia, and then we got
Now
to
making me itchy.
we got to Washington DC, which was an unexpected surprise. Washington was really nice, wasn't it? We saw the Washington Monument, which is this. It's a huge column, and it
And
reminded me of.
it reminded us of the thing we saw in Egypt,
Yeah.
which a bit looks like this.
And we also saw the White House, where the
Yeah.
president actually lives.
Yeah, but he went to England to go visit the king.
Yes, and we saw the Lincoln Memorial and the reflection
And
pool.
we saw what's the thing that's out on the wall?
His very first speech too.
Yeah, his speech.
Yeah, and we saw the World War II monument, and we saw from a distance, just as it was getting dark and the lights were coming up, Jefferson Monument. And then the next day we came back and we saw the Natural History Museum, and that was so much stuff in there.
And there was like a very realistic elephant there, and there was tigers, and there was real life dinosaur fossils, and that was my favourite part.
They were good, weren't they? There were so many different dinosaurs.
But Mummy liked most the jewels.
Oh yeah, they had lots of jewels. Lots of valuable gems and jewels. That was cool. And what else did we do? Oh, and the end of that day we went to the Air and Space Museum, and we saw the Wright brothers plane. And that was?
The first plane that ever flew.
Which is pretty cool. So we actually saw that, and I don't think I'd want to fly in it. It was just made of wood and fabric, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But it flew. That was the first plane that ever flew.
And that's how they invented planes.
Yes. And then the next day we went back and we went and saw the Children's Museum, and out the front...
And it had a big playground, and at the front it had these activities.
Yeah.
I'm not going to let you talk on this one. And then we went inside a bubble.
What did you get at the stall outside?
There was a very bookshop, and I got this book here, which says Harry Potter. Look. And it's this big, and it's got 733 pages.
Yes, so that's the 4th book, and we've got the 5th, 6th and 7th book. So we've got a lot of reading to do, don't we?
Yeah.
But it's cool because you really enjoy Harry Potter, don't you?
Yes.
So after Washington, we went to Ashbury Park in New Jersey. That's just outside. And we walked along the boardwalk. Not much sleep last night. We walked on the boardwalk and saw the beach and went to another playground. That was good, wasn't it? And then we finally got to here. And where is here?
It is New York.
New York. I hope that's the right way around. Oh, yes. And in New York, we went on a ferry to Ellis Island and the Statue of Liberty. And then to Manhattan, which is the main part of New York City. And we saw the Stock Exchange, Battery Park. We ate. Oh my goodness. What do we eat?
We ate this like very big pizza.
New York pizza.
And it was so big. Like, it was so big.
It's bigger than your body.
Yeah, no, it was bigger than my head. And Daddy's was the best.
That was pretty good. And then we went to where the World Trade Centers were, and we saw the 2 monuments to the buildings that had collapsed, and it was really well done and quite somber. It was nice though, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. And you guys chased lots of chipmunks around and you made a new friend.
Yeah. And we fed some of the squirrels some nuts.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. And then we came back via subway and we went underneath the Hudson River.
And the first time I saw the subway signs, I thought it was just a Subway restaurant, but I was wrong.
And so we came back the next day and we saw the Empire State Building. Didn't see King Kong though, did he? He wasn't there. He must have had a day off.
Yeah.
And we saw the Chrysler Building, and we saw Times Square. Oh my goodness!
And it had it probably had electric because it had all these different lights and it had all these big boards. And we went to an M&M shop.
Oh yeah, that was good. And how many different flavors of M&Ms were there? We counted.
1,000.
Oh, we ended up in Central Park. What was your favourite thing in Central Park?
Well, I like this castle playground. It had water, and me and Dad just like ran through the water. We got to take off our shoes, and we also had these big rocks which we could climb, and we climbed them. It was really cool, actually.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. And we saw opera in the park.
Yeah, and it was not a radio recording. It was actually a real voice.
Real people singing, and a full instrument with a full orchestra.
I feel like I'm going to yawn again.
Yawn. Okay, and then so the opera was good, and then we saw the boathouse, and we climbed on rocks, and then we caught an actual New York taxi, one of the yellow taxis, back, and we got a subway home again under the Hudson River, and that was our day in New York. But we're going to go back to New York again today for our final day, and from here we are going to go up through Vermont and see all the trees are starting to change colour. And where are we heading to next?
We're heading to Canada.
Canada. And that'll be our 25th country in 8 months. So we've done well. 25 countries.
High five.
High five. High 25. Thank you very much for watching. We always enjoy doing these videos. and looking back at what we've done.
And we hope we'll see you soon at the end of the year.
Starting next year, February.
Bye, guys.
Stay safe. See you soon. Bye-bye. Oh, there you got me going.